We want peace in Liberia, peace in Morovia. We want peace in Liberia, peace in Morovia. Invest in physical metals and educate yourself about our monetary system. Today we'll be reviewing the Republic of Liberia $20 2001 Prohibition coin. Now, this is a part of the History of America series, and it is composed of 0.99 fine silver and it weighs 0.643 of an ounce. We're going to be getting into it, and I hope you enjoy this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. We're going to organize this by first checking out some history of Liberia. Then we're going to discuss the silver composition and versus the price, the market price. Then we're going to talk about prohibition and what that meant in the past, what it means today, and looking forward. Now, taking a quick look at the flag, bottom right, got it from the CIA World Factbook. You can see the similarities in color scheme, the red, the white, the blue, similar to the United States flag. Now, this has 11 stripes for the 11 first signers of the Constitution of Liberia, which was created in 1847. About 27 years after the first group of people were sent to Liberia. Now, Liberia is located in the North Atlantic part of Africa between Sierra Leone and the Ivory Coast, and it also borders Guinea. The capital is Monrovia, named after the famous president and one of the original founding fathers and creator of the Monroe Doctrine, which is basically isolationist and to keep Europe out of the New World or the Western Hemisphere. And this was to protect us, when I say us, the United States, from any foreign influence or having them build up an army or military bases around us that would threaten our independence. A great song, and I might sing the lyrics a little later, is Peace in Liberia by Alpha Blondy. It talks about the Civil War there, and it's a great song. It's a song about peace. Now, the metal price is based on the commodity market price, which just fluctuates every day the market is open. So the prices that you see here may be different, might be higher or lower. The likelihood of it saying the same price when you check it is kind of low, but things like that might happen. But you have to double check. So go to commodity market prices. You go to Kitco. You can go to different sites or resources to get the spot price of that time, and it can change throughout the day. Like for example, I think today the highest was like at 19 and the lowest was like 18.70. So that's $18.70. So let's look at this couple things about this photo. So the bottom left photo shows three men, look like governmental men, with destroying alcohol, throwing it in what it looks like to be water. It's a barrel. Looks like he has a hatchet, and he whacked the barrel, and the liquor is coming out. of that barrel or beer, whatever type of alcohol. So prohibition, um, we'll get into that a little bit later, but let's just look at a couple things about this coin. So this is like a collector's edition coin, uncirculated, and it's 999. So that's to show you that the higher the purity, like 999, it's the less probable that it'll be used in circulation. So in the United States, 90% was circulated, or a purity that was circulated, and that's because it's not as soft, it's not as malleable, and it won't lose or bend as much as if it would if it was pure. Uh, so on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the highest value of tradability, 0 meaning not tradable at all, I would give this a higher rating, closer to about 7 or 8, because of the weight is more than half an ounce, but it's less than a whole ounce, and the purity is 999, so it's high up there, and the design on it is relatable, and Liberia has a lot of $20 coins that depict different U.S. type of things. And if we look at the picture, the middle one, you can see it says Republic of Liberia. Now, in there you can see a boat, and I'm trying to read the love of liberty brought us here. So that's what it says above the shield, the palm tree, the sunlight, the cannon, bird. So the love of freedom brought us here. So let's get into the freed people who went to Liberia in 1820. So we just took a look at the coin, describe the coin a little bit, talk about its composition, and some relations to U.S. coins. And this coin again is pretty nice coin, and it should be sought after for its bartering ability or its trade ability, along with its the collectability of it, featuring the history of America. Here we have a video of me at McMiniman's, the Hangout in Tacoma, Washington, and I have a frozen beverage that has alcohol in it. There it is again, and it's gone. So that's to show you that alcohol is legal now, and it was from 1913 to 1933 that it was not during Prohibition. Now we're going to get to the video about that same subject. Now, from 1913 to 1933, alcohol sales and the brewing of it to sell was outlawed. You could sell the ingredients, but you could not create it. With Prohibition now, talking about create, it made uh, a demand for the prohibited alcohol. Created criminals, then it needed law enforcement to judges, lawyers, um, juries, um, to to deal with all this, and it also created a need for education as to why it may have become illegal, um, but hopefully it wasn't propaganda. Um, it created a need for counseling, what Prohibition does. It creates gangs, criminal gangs, who uh, need to organize themselves to bring the alcohol in and get it to the consumer. And it marginalizes people that use it, creates a shift between lawful and unlawful citizens. Um, Now, Prohibition prevents legal opportunity, entrepreneurship, local economic growth, taxable sales, open discussion, education, and science and open source research, and makes it illegal for people at school to research it. Makes it illegal for people who accept grants or loans from the government to use those grants and loans in such research on prohibited items, and it prevents loving other people because of the things they may do um, that aren't hurting anyone else. Um, Now we can get into like specific situations of like producers who may have caused people or supply something for someone to be addicted to, but the the way to go about this stuff is more of a direct way, and this is my opinion alone, it's more of a direct way of um, conversation and open-ended conversation. But if something's illegal, if you tell someone about it, immediately you're a criminal and you can be in trouble. So prohibition, I think, in general is bad. Um, it creates lanes for those who have access to items or services that might be prohibited to charge almost whatever they want, to do almost whatever they want, and it does not allow for competition as open as legal markets do. So again, looking forward, what will become prohibited in the future? Marijuana is becoming legalized. Liquor is already in use everywhere. Let's talk about other drugs, hallucinogens being legalized. A lot of these things are for medical purposes, marijuana, hallucinogens, or being classified as such. However, the majority of the population cannot use these things freely or recreationally. So it creates a place where the states that these items are most used or or most created for use are being shipped or smuggled to other places or um, manufactured illegal in other places or grown illegally in other places. So in the past they call it bootlegging, moonshining. Maybe even the present they might call it that too if you don't have an official license. Now, what are we gonna do as the population becomes more criminalized or does illegal things? Now, are we gonna change the laws, or are we gonna keep on with this status quo of making things that people will use uh, illegal or prohibited, removing education, removing discussion, removing research, removing the legal opportunities. Um, so prohibition is not good. Now let's move on to another slide. All right, I know this video was very hopefully informative. But if you would like to keep checking out videos like this or shorts with medals and a little bit of music in the background or some metal prices, Subscribe to the channel on YouTube, and if you want to buy some of my medals, check me out on eBay for right now. Broadway Bullion. There's a link right there. There should be one in the description. Also, just copy and paste that. And thank you. Here, here I am at the Freight House Square and enjoying a bev. It wouldn't be possible to be open with this if it was still prohibition.